This film is about a project that helps people when they come out of prison. People that suddenly find themselves back on the street in the real world who are trying to turn their lives around. It's a partnership between ISR and the Prisoner Advice and Care Trust to come up with a project which we're calling Basic Caring Communities.
It's a project to try and support prisoners when they come out of prison, in Bristol in particular, to try and reduce the rate of reoffending. At the moment there are something like 85,000 prisoners in prison, and something like in excess of 60% will go on to reoffend. So the idea is to try and reduce that level of reoffending. The idea is to actually establish a community around the man so that he has people who are supportive, who are interested in him, who know him, and will help him through any difficulties he comes across, especially in the first 3 months.
What has been the best thing? What has been the most rewarding thing about supporting?
I suppose I just like meeting and getting to know people, and hopefully just walking alongside someone and helping through difficult times is making a difference, I think. Even if it's only a little difference, has been the best thing. Being able to share in someone else's life is a real privilege. I think it just enabled a group of us Christians to be able to show God's love to someone who needed it at a certain point in time, without preaching or anything like that, just to be there for him.
Even during the meeting, because of the relation that developed among the group members, we also shared our own personal needs and we prayed for one another. So prayer was part of that, and we became a group of praying people for one another, and especially for the person whom we are helping.
Because I hadn't been to church for such a long time, it's hard to remember how positive or reasonable people can be, not all judgmental. Working with a hospice, St Peter's Hospice in Bristol, doing voluntary work, and I feel a great need to do that work, and I hope that I can move into that area and just have a bit more peace in my life, and slowly rebuild, maybe hopefully build some reserves back up and get on with my life.
What would you say to people that think, oh, I might have a heart for these people, but I don't know where to begin? What would you
I think
advise
if you've
them?
got a heart for them and you've got a little bit of spare time, just go for it, and you'll be fine, because they're the people, Alan and Sandra in the office, who would back us up and help, and you're part of a group, so we can help each other, with our strengths and weaknesses. We sort of complement each other.
Because I think in our churches on a Sunday, often, we hear those stories and we think, how does that apply to me? Where do I find the stranger? Where do I find those people? And how do I actually make a difference? And I think this is a project that says, okay, we can, you can be trained and supported to actually get outside of your comfort zone, to be with people that are not like you, and to actually make a difference. For 2 hours a week, you can actually make a big difference in somebody's life, and you're having to think about and act out the things that you believe, so it gives you an opportunity to do that.
I felt very, very satisfied by that for him. And it was quite painful for me to see that he is called and we are there to help him. What help? The basic need is food, shelter and clothing. And beyond that, we don't need to think, and we need to think first of the basic needs. Yeah. I think that is why you call it basic caring community.